everyone, a very warm welcome to you once again. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum 48K, and we're going to be playing Deviants, a game by Players Software in 1987. It's a platformer which also came out on the Commodore 64. Now, the year, you can read that if you want, but basically the year is 5150. You are a star warrior, and the human race is in search of new worlds to colonise because we probably ruined our own world. And in the course of this, we come across an alien race called the Crows. There's a bit of a toing and froing, but essentially we're in a battle with them, and we must blow up their base or their world by finding 30 bombs, by walking through various bits of a huge map and then activating it and then destroying the whole place. So essentially, activate and find 30 bombs. That's it, isn't it? Right. So it's quite a large sprite in this one, who's a green colour. It helps if you've got a map, but I haven't got a map. I do have a poke for infinite energy, but we'll see if I hopefully don't need this. So Players Software in 1987, and as it says there, good luck. Excellent. Right, here we go. So I'm on that column here. You see the Deviants running around, so let's shoot him. In the top middle, you'll see my stats. Oh, we can do a full roll like that as well. That sounds useful. And then top middle, you see my stats. So ammunition 96. We've armed no bombs out of 30. And by shooting these things, we get extra points. Right, so it's a nice colour scheme. Seems to be well set out. I do like that, that white border around the map. And it moves quite well also. Right, oh god, I'm losing lots of energy here. Right, that white thing there, I think is a bomb or an energy tablet. Oh, that was extra ammunition. Right, okay, so the white things are more ammunition. You lose energy by colliding into these deviants who don't seem armed, which is a bit good. As I say, a map would probably be extremely useful here, but I do not have one. Now, if you had this game back in the day, let me know. Also come out on the Commodore 64. If indeed you did complete it, let me know what happens at the end, because we won't be completing it here. Now, this archway, I think, might give us extra energy. Right, so maximum energy is 200. Once you shoot the enemy, they don't regenerate, to my mind, so shoot them all off the screen and then you're done. We've collected no bombs so far, armed no bombs at all. Now, there's a sort of like mini game when you find one. Oh, sorry, that tower there is a bomb thing, I think. Now, there's a mini game. Right, okay, now, by hitting the buttons either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we've got to match all, click on the flashing ones, I think, to deactivate that and level everything up. Right, I'm previously clicking on numbers here. 1, 2, 3, no, that's wrong. 6, right, 1, 2, oh no, you got to do it quickly. You got to get, right, good. We had 8 seconds left there. If we hadn't have done it, we'd have got blown up. So as you can see, bombs armed 1 out of 30. Yeah, I do like this game actually. The animation of the legs running across is good. It's got its own feel to it, and I do like the colour scheme too. But the screens do look quite similar, so quite easy to get lost. I'm not sure how that forward roll is going to come in handy. Right, 1 bomb. So 1/30th of the game complete. Now, looking at this, it's quite a gentle learning curve, so I don't think I'm going to need a poke at all. This bloke's got lovely green hair to match his green costume. It's a good one, this. I hadn't heard about this back in the day. You might not have done either. But Players Software has done good. Reviewed a few games by them now, quite recently. But this one holds up well. If I had this back in the day, I would have played it quite a lot. More advanced than the earlier games. Technician Ted, Jet Set Willie, and Ted the Mechanic Ted, Technician Ted, and Dynamite Dan, all those ones. So this is a bit later, but quite near the end of the Spectrum's run, 87, had a few years left. Right, okay, right. 2, 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh man. Right, it isn't quite time for You Don't Know What You're Doing song, because I've activated that again. Right, 2 bombs armed. Good. Now, the Deviants don't seem to know what we're doing. They're running around like fools. Another good platform game, it's sort of like reminding me of, in the green graphic-y sort of thing, is Dan Dare. Check out those games as well. Can I get up here? So like a gold coin, but I don't know if I can get up there. It's stopping me getting up. There might be a way. I might have to drop down. Okay, so as you've noticed, I'm now going to be completely and utterly lost. Maps are available on the internet, of course, but you didn't have immediate access to that in 1987. So you got the jump graphic, the forward roll graphic, and his legs as he's going across, and it's quite smooth. Frame rate is good for an 8-bit game. Are we going to complete it? Well, no, Nick. I can't get through here, can I? No. Ammunition 81, that could prove a problem quite soon. We might have to drop down a bit. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to have to head off to the right, I think. Not sure if I'm doing this. Oh, there's a bomb thing there. How do we get over to that? Yeah. Oh, look. Have we done that one before? We've done that one. Right. Might drop down. Or should we just go across? Just go across, Nick. This looks like a problem. Oh, good. So the guy can drop down a number of screens. He's never going to break his legs. Maybe they're bionic. More deviants here. We need some sort of pipe work or something as the score shoots up even more. I do like that cyan and green split font there up the top middle. It's a bit like a little bit like Kickoff on the Amiga, but this one was before that. Or Kickoff Extra Time, I think it was. But this channel mainly reviews ZX Spectrum games. As usual, if you know any similar games there you want me to have a look at, put them below. Might already be on my list because there's quite a few, but I'll certainly add it there. The aim is to get to it eventually. Right, here we go. You know the drill. So 3, 4, 5. Right, okay, and do it before they stop flashing. 2. Right, 1, 2, 4. Oh man, give me a chance. Right, 14 seconds left. Good, boom, done. Valves activated. Right, so you get the general idea of this game, don't you? So it's not overly complicated once you get used to what to do. It's just a question of finding all the bombs and avoiding bumping into any of the deviants. Where am I going now? Nice shading there. It's like, look at that red shading on the left of that. That really gives it a bit of definition. That's quite clever. That's well done. It even looks like it's beyond 8-bit graphics, that. Good. Right, more ammunition for me. I don't think we can jump on that gold coin thing, and we dropped. Oh look, there's an archway there down there for extra strength. Can I drop onto it? No. Oh look, we're going backwards now. Whee! Good, right. Energy back up to 200. So looking good. A lot of these platform games are really, really difficult. Thank goodness this one isn't. So if I had this back in the day as a kid, I would have spent quite a lot of hours on it because the goes aren't short. You can make quite a bit of distance. Ace. I think the 128K version might play music all the way through, but I tend to review the 48K ones because that's the computer I owned back in the day, and I'm trying to look to see what it would have been like as a kid. If I did own it, would I have come back to it? And I'd say yes, I would have done. Whoops, that was a bit of an error. Don't know what that archway does. Right, here we go again. Activator valves. Click on the numbers that are flashing. Boom. See, I'm getting expert at this now. I did that in 5 seconds. Awesome. The deviant there still doesn't know what's going on. I do like that graphic when you shoot them. They don't just explode. They do decompose into a pile of ash. That's quite clever. Right, deviants. So I think we're the aggressor here. According to the instructions, the year's 5150. I think these aliens were just minding their own business, and we sort of like, conquered them, and then they took grievance to us trying to conquer them. We planted bombs on an asteroid to try and blow them up. Something's gone wrong. They didn't activate. So we've sent in this guy, name unknown, to actually activate all the bombs. And once they're all done, I'd imagine we've got some amazing blowing up sequence. Possibly. But yeah, it has got a certain uniqueness to it. I do like the forward roll he can do. I'm not quite sure how you utilise that best in the game. Possibly to get underneath stuff, maybe. But this is the first time I've played it, and boy, it shows. I don't think there's too much more I can show you here. Wander around the map, collect bombs. No, well, deactivate bombs, and then get out of there. And if necessary, go to an arch. And yeah, one criticism is I always sometimes complain that the games are too difficult. Maybe this one is a little bit too easy. I'm not particularly great at games, as you've probably noticed, but I seem to be lasting forever here. Right, it's an exploration game. Let's deactivate another bomb. Activate the valves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, stop flashing. Come on. Bouncing, but 9 seconds left. Good, doom. Right, we've done it. Hooray! Boop. Off we go again. I think I might be lost now. I think I might be trapped. Right. Oh, I said they don't regenerate. I'm sure I killed these boys before. Oh, there's a bit of ash up there, so he's not regenerating anytime soon. Right, back up here. Yeah, I'm sort of lost now. Man. It's a one-player game, if you hadn't noticed, but a lot of these platformers were quite a lot of platformers to choose from, and this has been well done. Plays good. I do like the level design. The sound of what there is good, which it's shooting. Lovely shading. I do like the games where they paid attention to shading rather than just doing block graphic. So it's amazing what you can do with just 8-bit graphics and a little bit of care. And the animation of that bomb deactivator thing is good as well. It gives the game a little bit of life. I would have liked to complete this one back in the day, and I would have gone back to it quite a lot, I think. Could easily have been a damn dare game. Could quite easily have been. Not sure how many units this one sold, but it's got a good name. Deviants, a platformer from the year 5150. Well, not quite 5150. The year 1987. Yeah, we're a bit lost now. I don't think we'll be reviewing this too much longer. We've seen pretty much all that the game has to offer. Well, what I can actually see anyway. But it's one of the more technical games where sometimes we look at quite a lot of basic games in the early 80s. This is late 80s where they're starting to get a bit technical. They're getting the most out of what the zxspectrum could do. And you'll see that with a lot of platforms going through history there, where they got little tricks to actually get more out of the system than they can really deliver. So hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Deviants on the zxspectrum 48K, a cute platformer published by Player Software in 1987. I quite liked it, quite addicted there. You'd want to complete it. If you've got any views about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.